right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, non-binaries, and transgenders, this is the Ultra Heelz podcast, live from Perc Studios here in Garfield, New Jersey. I'm Dr. Messiah, the only man that dog walks your mama in her bedroom.
I mean, your ass.
And on the phone, as always, the OG, the triple OG of the Ultra Heelz.
You already know who it is. This is your boy Alex, the motherfucking Hill, aka the Stain Leah Podcasting, also known as the man that beat a girl in a cripple a crawl space and have a run to a crawl space.
Yes, sir. And on the boards, Stevie Franchise. I don't hear you. I don't hear you.
Yeah, I didn't hear him either.
I hear him, but it's like really low.
Really faint.
Right on the mic, too.
There you go.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo, it's your boy.
And introduce our guest, please.
Of course. Right here on the left of Dark Messiah is the one.
What's up, y'all? What's going on? I made it, Mom. I'm on top of the world again. Yes.
Top of the world.
Very oozy.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for letting me get on this. I'm a wrestling fanatic. I loved wrestling since the Attitude Era.
Yes.
You know, let's do it. Let's talk about it.
Plug the stuff you do.
What type of stuff I do?
Yeah, what do you do?
Oh, so I work at a pharmacy in Somerville, and I'm also an actor.
Okay.
I'm an actor too. I did a few films. Some of the films I've done, I've been doing some in the movie theater, North City Plex. I got a movie that I'm featured in coming out this summer called A Hood Comedy Show. It's like a living color, like a Saturday Night Live. You know, we do different skits and different scenarios. I'm in Badass Kids. It's a comedy. I play Officer Jones in that. I've done some voiceover work. Bowser's Castle. It's on YouTube right now. And I did Hood Tunes. I played Rodney Rabbit. I played a cop in Not My Day that came out 2023. And I'm also Jesus Christ rap star. I play OG Bang. I play a gangster. And I played a news reporter in Lick the Series, which is on Tubi right now.
Mance has been busy.
And I'm just joking.
Mance has been busy.
Yeah.
nice to have you here. Nice to have you here.
Right?
Thank you.
I have a project before.
Oh yeah, also me and Steve, we was in Nights together.
Yeah.
That was in the movie theater, 2023 at North City Plex Theater. Steve, he needs an Oscar for his role. He literally stood there and got his drink taken out his hand.
Wow.
Oscar-worthy performance. Love it. And the reason why we couldn't hear Steve earlier is because he's an LA Knight fan.
Oh shit.
I had to get that
I'm about to say, look, y'all can hear him over there. I can hear him echoing through y'all over there, but I don't hear him over here like on my headset.
Yeah, because I hear you more through the speaker than I hear you through the headphones.
How about now?
There we go.
Do you hear
Right.
Dark now?
I'm about to say, yeah, I hear you through the speakers.
You hear me through the speakers?
Yeah.
Do you guys hear me? Or?
Yeah, we hear you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can hear you.
Anyway, moving along. It is time for Cheeks. Cheeks of the Week.
Thank you, my girl.
I'm proud of my cheeks.
Cheeks of the week.
Kicking things off, we're going to be iconic. This is
Damn.
Cassie Lee, formerly Peyton Royce. I do believe this is mostly baby weight, but I ain't mad at it.
I'm not either.
Because, you know, Sean Spears, that Canadian nigga is doing his thing. He keeping them barefoot and pregnant because she's on baby number 2.
Shit, looking like that be baby number 3.
Yeah, looking like that, the pull-out game gotta be weak. Gotta be weak. Yo, there's no plan B involved. You're just like, fuck it, I just suffer the consequences. Have to be.
Basically.
The only plan is here is plan A to get you pregnant again. That's it.
Facts.
However, However, I've always been a Billie Kay fan, a.k.a. Jessica McKay, and that's who's up next.
Let me tell you something. Again, why y'all leaving the house? I'm not saying it to be a bad way. I'm just saying you're just gonna be pregnant all the time.
I don't know who her baby daddy
Samoans
is.
have a good amount of kids. I would be up there with them.
I don't know who her baby daddy is because he's not a wrestler, at least that I know of. But yes, I would definitely be letting off in that too.
Oh yeah. Definitely shooting the club up with that one.
I will dog walk
Because
your ass.
she has one baby, not two.
Okay, well she's gonna have two when she meets you.
Yes.
That rhyme, don't hate the player at the bars. Go up game. You know what I'm saying? But like definitely looking like that. Yeah.
Yeah, Jessica McKay has always been my favorite of the two.
Triplets. She's having triplets.
Now that's inspiration. Their indie name, inspiration. They can't use iconic.
If she pulls out the condoms like Trojans or Magnums, I'm like, use the bearskins. Definitely bearskins. Waxing that ass.
What up, Kelvin? Kelvin said he gonna dog walk that ass.
I will dog walk your ass.
Oh my god.
And our main event of Cheeks of the Week, we have Stephanie Vaquer. Now, the picture on the left is from this past weekend. She was enjoying the pool after Money in the Bank.
Let me tell you something. I would grab a cup and drink that water right when she stood up.
You know what I would do? Take a guess.
Everything.
I would do everything with that.
Everything!
I would literally. She looked like she does a lot of squats.
I concur.
She looked like she does a lot. Especially in that left picture right there.
I concur.
Right.
She looked like she goes to Planet Fitness 6 days a week, and I'll be right behind her while she's doing that.
I like how you be right behind her.
Miss
I will be
Vaquer.
working at the gym to go to.
Miss Vaquer. You know, Chile and Peru, they beefing with each other, but this would be a great reunion right here.
A great way to sell the Civil War.
Exactly. Great way to celebrate Civil War.
Look, all I know
see what I mean?
Today's Taco Tuesday, and I'm trying to eat.
Yep. That's a fact. Hold on, is she married?
No.
She has a boyfriend?
No.
Why?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I believe she also eats the box.
I'm about to say, first of all, you asking all the wrong questions.
Both.
You said shit. You said no. You said
You're asking
when can I beat it? I don't give a damn about any else going forward.
What?
Do you like black guys? If you don't, cool. I'm not black.
You gotta
I'm
ask that first.
Hispanic. I'm
Don't
whatever
quote
you
me,
want
but
me
I
to
believe so.
I hope so, because you know how this industry man.
Yeah. And this has been Cheeks of the Week. And moving along to Ultra Fantasy Booking.
Let's get it.
Last week was Dragon Force. We kicked off the night with an opening match in the women's women's number one contender tournament for the World of Stardom Championship. Opening match was Sky Blue taking on Mandy Rose, and with 51% of the votes, Sky Blue has advanced. Match number 2, we had Lash Legend taking on Bianca Belair. And wow, once again, with 51% of the votes, Bianca Belair has advanced. That was some close voting.
That's very close.
That was really close. Yeah.
Match number 3, we had a triple threat tag team ladder match for a number one contendership. We had the Lucha Bros taking on Aussie Open, taking on the Rascals, being represented by Trey Miguel and Zachary Wentz.
Hey.
With 79% of the votes, the Lucha Bros.
Lucha.
Aussie Open got 1 vote.
Aussie only. Really?
Yeah, got 1 vote.
Damn.
Rascals had 14%. Match number 4. The man who screamed nigga at Booker T. At Vince McMahon. Booker T. He took on the man that always misses, Carmelo Hayes.
Very oozy.
And with 80% of the votes, Booker T.
Kamala Hayes is a jobber now. Sad. Sorry.
He shoot bricks.
Yeah, he's a
He
jobber.
bricks.
And when he was in NXT, he was the man, but
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
And our main event, was Perc Angle taking on
The GOAT.
taking on the indie god. He took on the indie god Matt Cardona in a no holds barred match.
Yeah.
So there was lots of blood, lots of slobbering, lots of sweat.
Lots of screams of yeah.
And with 73% of the votes, Perc Angle defeated Matt Cardona, the
Perc
indie god.
Angle, the GOAT.
After the pin, he let out a big yeah. Like, yeah.
And now, for this week's episode of Warzone, we're going to open the episode. Our black leader, Cordarius Raheem Rhodes.
Let's go, Cody.
Also our IWGP Heavyweight Champion.
Definitely fight to the cookout.
He's going to team up with Jacob Fatu, and he's going to team up with Jey Uso to take on SCU.
Jey Uso.
Very Usi.
Overrated.
Oh, God.
Oh, damn. Okay.
my throat. Sorry, I need some more water.
Match number
you
2.
were definitely happy last night. All right.
Match number 2, Sol Ruka is going to take on Jamie Hayter and Rebel in the women's division.
Man.
Match number 3, our newly crowned black man, Malik Jamal Foster, formerly Maxwell Jacob Freeman, now that he's joined the Hurt Syndicate.
Honorary.
He's going to take on Jamie Noble. That is Malik Jamal Foster.
Malik Jamal Foster.
JF. That is his new nigger name. That is his slave name.
He's like Massa. Can I have some more? This is Candyland, nigga.
Next up, Kevin Nash and Scott Steiner are going to come to the ring for a promo.
I want to say Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash.
Did you have like 14 knee replacements? Hang it up, dude.
Are there any vanilla midgets that want to get packed up and send back to developmental? If so, bring your ass to the ring because I'm booking flights. What do you got to say about that, Scott? The way I see it, you're over 7 feet tall. and you know the big bad booty daddy. I got 10 freaks, 8 days out the week, and twice on Sunday.
There's only 7 days. Shut it.
You said 8.
So subtract the time. Subtract the time these little pussy boys spend playing video games instead of clapping cheeks. And that means they have a 0% chance of winning against Main Event Mafia. Now holler if you hear me. Holler.
You got 33% chance of winning.
So, So Scott Steiner and
math was amazing in that promo.
So Scott Steiner and Kevin Nash are going to take on the
Rascals. That's so funny.
In a handicap match. And our main event will be Adam Cole taking on Will Ospreay. And that will be next week's episode.
Adam Cole needs to start doing some push-ups.
I concur.
Yes, I concur as well.
So we will move on.
He's too skinny.
Yeah, he's.
We're gonna move on to our main event.
Man.
Of Money in the Bank. So the episode is called "The Truth Sealed in the Devil's Kiss," but because of YouTube's standards and practices, I couldn't call it "My Nigga's Back."
Okay, I like that one better.
I wanted to call it "My Nigga's Back," but
you know,
YouTube standards and practices won't let me call it that.
God damn it, YouTube.
My nigga Truth is back. Matter of fact, Ron Killings is back.
Yes.
Put some respect on that nigga's name.
Put some respect on that nigga's name. That nigga knew Tupac too. Did y'all know that?
Yeah.
Yes,
he met Tupac. Yes,
he met Tupac in the set of Juice.
Yeah.
He's done a lot. Ron Killings, man, R-Truth.
2-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Put some respect on that man's name.
And just to let people know, Lamar's here for this specific reason.
Yo, for real.
He's been asking me about, look what they did with Truth. I need some speak. And I was like, let's see next week. Let's see how that marinates.
Take it away.
Take it away, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, R-Truth. We all saw what happened, right? When he came back, he stood on that table. We're talking about Raw.
Well, we'll start with the pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view.
Yeah, we're going from
okay. Pay-per-view.
From when he appeared.
So when he appeared, right? Did we know that was R-Truth?
Here's the thing. When I saw somebody jump the rail, I was like, okay.
Could you
I had a
guess it was?
suspicion.
I thought it was Punk. And then I saw black skin. I was like, huh.
But why would CM Punk wear that though? Usually those are for
because it's Money in the Bank and because it's John Cena. I'm like, okay, we're gonna get a
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
He's going to screw John Cena, and we're going to get a
kiss goodbye.
Yeah.
But I would have thought that would have been Seth Rollins,
Like that
Seth
kind of
Rollins'
thing.
role too, since he just won the Money in the Bank.
No, but then Seth
So,
would have
you
just
know.
came out and jumped him with Braun and Braun.
Right.
That's true. So
Braun-
that leaves
Braun
him
security.
out. That leaves him out.
But when we saw R-Truth, when he came back, right, and he was beating down John Cena, they said that there's 50-50 with it. Some people said he really got fired. Some people said
He
it was
really did.
Some people said it was a work.
He really got fired.
Some people said it was a work and really got fired. Either way, him doing that, right, coming back the way he did, and, you know, he's a crowd favorite. People love him because he's the comic relief out the show. When he came back, that got like 42 million views or something like that. It was like very,
Yeah,
very
it was
high.
very high.
Yeah.
That was genius. Him fighting John Cena, his childhood hero, which doesn't make no sense. It makes it more funny.
Yes.
Because Ron Killens is way older than John Cena.
Yeah, he's like 74 years old.
He said it's my
He's
childhood
still
hero.
walking
But-
like he's 30 still.
But him coming back, hitting him in the head the way that John Cena did him like that, I feel like with R-Truth, that moment right there was don't meet your heroes. You ever heard that phrase before?
Yep.
He met his hero, John Cena, and he was let down.
Yep.
And what did John Cena say? I'm going to ruin wrestling.
Yep.
I ruined you, R-Truth. Your ass got fired right after the match.
Uh-huh.
Then he comes back, and R-Truth's like, I looked up to you. You were my hero. Take this fucking championship to the face. Mm-hmm. Fuck you, Cena.
Yep.
Suck my dick.
Yeah, exactly like that.
That's basically what he did. He's like, suck my dick.
Yeah,
Now, other than that, it was an okay match. Nothing really home to run about. They did what they needed to do.
John Cena, look at the way, you can tell he has lower back issues. His match is not going to be longer than like
Yeah.
15 minutes. But he's going to AAU 5 times. You know how his matches
Yeah.
go.
Like Jay did what Jay does, Cody did what Cody does, and Logan Hell did all those high spots. That's basically what happened.
Yeah, Jay super kicked you to death like he always does.
I feel like Logan wasn't even in the picture, bro.
Jay, he literally, the super kick is like a default move now. It was a finisher.
It is a default move
It's like
now.
a default move now. And Jay, his moveset, his moveset is kind of buns too. I like the he's like a Cena. He sells tickets.
Yeah.
But technical wrestling,
No, he's never going to be a technical wrestler. He's a sports entertainer.
he's a sports entertainer. Cody, dry.
I disagree. He's
You a Cody fan?
he's too rehearsed. He's not
He is
dry,
too
but he's too
rehearsed.
rehearsed.
I feel like he's too forced. Like, here, take some Cody, take some more. Take it, goddamn.
Remember,
Oh,
that's
my-
how Cena was to us too.
No, but Cody, he's like, you know what it was? I think what fucked him over was, right? Because people's kind of like, with him, the AEW thing. So when he went to AEW,
Uh-huh.
he damn near helped create that company.
Yeah.
Talking all this shit about WWE. Then he comes back. I feel like that messed up his image a little bit, like with the people, in my opinion. So some people look at him as like a paper champion sometimes.
I
Like, you know,
disagree.
I don't
Because
know,
I feel like the majority, there's a large majority of people that are quote unquote casual WWE fans. They don't even know about AEW. They don't even they'll hear like, oh yeah, Cody worked there, but they know nothing about that. Cody was heavily involved in the creation of AEW until they like go and watch that documentary that WWE did on him that explained that yeah, he was one of the founders of AEW. There's a large portion of casual fans that don't know about that. They just block out anything else that beyond WWE.
Right.
First of all, we're capital fans of wrestling, and I block out AEW.
That's true.
Yeah.
You have there's us and then there's the casuals. The casuals don't really care or know about that.
Yeah.
So to us, yeah, but to the casuals, I don't think they really know or care.
But him being associated with AEW in general, especially like the hardcore WWE fans,
Yeah.
they felt betrayed. So when he came back, it made it seem like he was like a walking contradiction.
To me, when he came back,
Same thing with CM Punk.
to me, when both of them came back, it was the hit the button.
Yeah.
He said hit the button.
Hit the button.
No, not that one.
No.
Yahtzee. So I'm just joking.
Just say it.
Tony fumbled. It's more of that than them betraying WWE. Because why is it that you were there, things were working, and then things fell apart. You came back and you're a bigger star than you ever were before.
True, but you have to think at it through a fan standpoint. Some WWE fans don't like AEW at all. Like even when they transition back in, even some of them that transition into WWE, they're like, "Why are you here? You know, stay in your place." Even CM Punk, right?
Yeah,
he was talking mad shit about WWE.
Mostly because of Vince.
Like, because the grass is not greener and stuff like that. Where's he at now? Oh, you came back. I thought the grass was greener on the other side.
Mostly because of Vince.
Womp,
and even
a lot of
it was.
He even said it in a promo. I didn't like the guy who was in charge.
A lot of WWE wrestlers that wrestled in WWE and left due to Vince and his negligence and his 17-year-old and younger white women with blonde hair, always had the same demeanor. They would come back to the company if Vince was no longer in power. Once he was no longer in power, everybody that left was damn near getting ready to walk out their contract to come back. Why? Because they knew it was going to be a better workplace for them. AEW was just the only option just to have money in your pocket without having to go back to the indies and getting paid with handshakes and pizzas. Also, Vince, he don't give you zero creativity.
Yeah.
A lot of people went to AEW because they felt like they have more creativity with their characters, their schedules.
Yeah.
They feel like
he was not in tune with the fans.
It wasn't in tune. But if you notice this, right, this is how bipolar the WWE fans are. When they lost R-Truth for like 18 hours, was he even gone for a day? Yeah, he was gone for like a day.
Whatever the next show was.
For like a week, let's say.
When he was gone, right, everybody was like, "We need Vince back. Fuck you, Triple H. Fuck you, Triple H." And then when R-Truth came back, they're like, "Triple H, I fucking knew it. He would never do us like that. He would never do us like that."
I've been hearing a lot.
Yo, it's like, dude, do y'all like Vince or like y'all hate him?
No,
but at the same time, R-Truth was offered another contract, but he turned it down because it was for less money.
That's what I heard.
Respectfully.
Respectfully.
Also with that,
From what I read online and from what was spoken about between his son and other people in the company, R-Truth was let go. So his farewell speech was legit real. He wasn't even thinking about coming back with less money. He was thinking about just ending it as a wrestler. It took Nick Khan to call him personally for him to legit come back. Other people had tried calling him, and he wasn't answering the phone for anybody from TKO to even come back. Now that he's back, even his son said it. This was not a work. He was legit gone from the company for the time that he stated. And now that he's back, this is his final run. And I was like, you know what? I'm cool with that because the way he got let go would have been the most saddest final run ever.
Yeah.
Now, with this whole situation, somebody didn't feel happy about this.
Are you talking about Little Trevor?
Little bald head Trevor.
Mr. Ricochet. We give the Ricochets.
We don't talk about the men with little balls.
This guy
and his
right
wife
here,
got bigger nuts than him.
Mr. Keyboard Warrior, who does the flips.
Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful, he made a post. I have chills. They listened. So Trevor Mann, I don't even address his ring name anymore. Trevor Mann.
Trevor Mann.
He got on the Al Gore's internet and said, "I remember when Tony Khan changed Mina's music back to original music, and the fans shit on him saying Tony's let the fans make decisions. Now, when the entire company hires someone back, it's we got worked. Have a bunch of mental patience."
What a bitch. Like, not even say it like that. I'm sorry. Like, anybody listening or kids watch this, listening to this, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Air it out. He sound like he was super butthurt. He sounds very butthurt.
There's more. So one of the fans responded, "He clearly got hired back. You're right. But you're extremely miserable, and it's sad to see." And then Ricochet responded, damn it, I said his name. "I am miserable because mental patients like yourself are allowed to use the internet."
Was that supposed to be a comeback?
No offense.
I think
No
so.
offense.
This comeback.
Was that supposed to be a comeback?
Yeah, like what is this comeback that he was trying to do?
As the kids say, whose man's is this? Like, yeah.
I'm glad whoever.
No offense. I'm about to say, look, no offense, but I feel like somebody needs to take Ricochet's phone and put him in timeout.
Samantha does.
They did.
Samantha
need to
got
give
balls,
him the-
but apparently hers ain't bigger than his.
They didn't even
shit.
give him that Trump treatment. You know, they took away his phone for a bit.
Yeah,
Or they took away his
yeah.
Twitter.
Does he have a PR team?
Oh,
I
No.
think so.
No.
Oh wait, he doesn't.
Oh.
I doubt
He
it.
has a PR team. That would be
I would
crazy.
be like, give me that.
Yo, for real.
Shut up. Like, yeah, that's what
You getting too out of hand right now.
The problem is he's still
Like you-
mad from that time that she got caught with the side nigga.
Oh, shit.
I'm joking.
I'm about to say,
Oh.
look,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
about to
not,
say,
Which was
that's
him?
not real. Allegedly.
I'm about to say, look, Ricochet should be allowed to put out only one tweet a month.
And that's still
One
a
tweet
lot.
a month.
He didn't learn from the promos? Stop talking. just do backflips and shut up.
Yo, you know I realize this now. Samantha got to hear this every day going on until she files for divorce.
She likes it, obviously.
Wait, they married?
Yes,
They-
they got married like a month ago.
Oh shit! Yeah, they did.
They got married the week of Double or Nothing.
She's
Yes.
probably saying "fuck."
Samantha said Spider-Man right after when Ricochet. Didn't she leave like a week later at a WWE? Who left first?
Nah, it was like
Yeah.
2 months later.
That was like 2 months.
months
It felt,
later.
it felt
Yeah, it was-
super fast though.
It was
Like she was like, "Oh, my man left. Oh, I'm leaving."
felt like yesterday.
Isn't she like doing like shows at like bars and shit now?
Yeah, because she's singing. And then then she got shadow banned on YouTube.
Shadow
Yeah, she
ban.
did.
So hold on.
But-
You're going to leave WWE and you was getting money.
Yeah. Exactly.
Continue.
Yeah.
Yeah, you let that sink in.
To go
That's
sing at
sinking
bars
in
now.
what we were sinking in for a few months.
Anyway,
Follow him behind Black Caillou when it takes less of money.
Savage.
anyway, Mr. Seth freaking Rollins is the new Mr. Money in the Bank, thanks to the help of Braun and Braun Security.
And then
Velveteen Dream.
Braun and Bronze security.
Velveteen Dream.
Well, when you take J&J Security and you multiply that versus AOP and you do the fusion dance, you get Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker.
Legit.
What did Velveteen Dream?
I will dog walk your ass.
I'm going to ruin wrestling, even though I'm a pedophile.
I will dog walk your ass.
Oh yeah,
Well-
Seth Rollins steals gimmicks. He stole some of mine. Everybody in the locker room could say that, even though I don't work there no more. And
Hey, man.
I shot the video from my living room. But
Hey, man.
yeah,
I ain't gonna hold you.
yeah.
To this day, I would still cheer Velveteen Dream on. I don't give a fuck what he's done. That wrestling
He was a good
was
wrestler.
great.
He was.
He was really good.
Person wise, I give two flying fucks about him as a person. I don't really give a rat's ass. Never
Yeah.
did.
The
Never will.
character you love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His
love the
finisher was
character.
fire too. Like the way he just,
Finisher
like,
was fire.
bounces off of you like that. Like that's pretty fire. Oh,
Yeah.
what was that? What was it? Purple Rain? I forgot. No, that's not Purple Rain.
The Death Valley Driver.
The Death Valley Driver.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That move right there, fire within itself. He was a good wrestler. It's just sad what happened to him, but he said he made him sound like a big hater saying it to Seth Rollins. But
Yeah.
Seth Rollins
Hey,
winning.
so,
Yeah,
so let me tell you, this match was, to me, was pretty good.
it was good.
The only thing that made it better is I realized Seth Rollins had on the fucking
The copper
some
phones.
pennies, some
I was
copper
gonna say
pennies. I said, "Oh, this nigga no comfort. He gets it." I know he winning. I know he win. His feet don't hurt. He can jump around all night and not feel nothing. I get it. But to me, that whole night,
On the Mako for that.
I'm gonna tell you who the star was for me all for that whole night. And I don't know if y'all agree with me, but Solo was the whole night.
Hell
I was
yes.
gonna say that
Hell
too.
yes.
Yeah, Solo.
Yes.
From moves, from comedy, everything. Yeah. He was like had the comedic stuff
Yo,
going
when-
on.
I had the best time watching this because of
the Solo. Yeah.
Because of Solo.
Solo, yeah. he was like,
He's like,
and he turned around and they just like super kicks.
And
Like
did he hit the Penta?
He
Yo,
hit the
Solos?
Penta dance. He hit the LA Knight 3 points. He tried to give what'd you call a fist pound? He didn't do it. I said, but he out here hitting all the emotes. Is this 2K? I'm confused.
Solo, if you notice, right?
Can't wait.
Look at the character development with him.
Yeah.
He went from stare face, not talking, I'm serious all the time,
To trying to be Roman.
to try to be the Weeknd. He dresses like the Weeknd. We all know this. From the turtleneck, from the gloves, the suit jacket.
I'm a suplex you.
Yeah, he's the Weeknd. Now he's a comedian. Do
like-
you feel like
And
Solo's
I'm loving it.
I love it too.
Yeah.
Do you feel like
Comedians,
Solo might get released?
No.
No.
Oh, overshadowed
Hell
by Jacob.
no.
Overshadowed by Jacob.
He's definitely overshadowed by Jacob, which is why they set up the new bloodline the way they did.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's getting released.
Nah, he's definitely a mainstay. He's
I'm
gonna be a
about to say
mainstay
from
just
what I read
like-
online, about Solo, the higher ups has been loving that he changed over to this kind of persona, and they're looking to give him more of a push as long as he keeps doing what he's doing. So as of right now, he might be our truth for the Samoan family, because as of right now, he's probably the only funny one in the whole entire family.
But, over Jimmy?
As of right now,
is it
yeah,
right now?
because a lot of
Yeah.
people are cheering him for the stuff he's doing on a regular day basis,
True.
even though he's supposed to be the bad guy.
Remember, this guy came
low
from
key. I thought he might win, even though Jacob turned on him. Because I thought JC Mateo was gonna come back and take out Jacob.
Yeah.
The way I'm looking at this right now, he's getting that Dominic treatment. 'Cause
Dominic.
The
Yeah.
Dominic
He
treatment
was-
right now.
He wasn't being hated. He wasn't being hated, so now
it's
he's making
overwhelmingly
everybody
good
laugh.
now. Like
Do you think he might turn face?
Eventually,
Dom,
yeah.
yeah,
No. I'm talking
They-
about Solo.
Yeah. He's in the process.
I'm about to say,
He's
yeah.
in the process.
I see it.
Okay. I feel like the next WrestleMania. What do you think the next WrestleMania? Jacob versus Solo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
okay.
They might
that
not
might
drag
be
it that far.
SummerSlam though. That might be
maybe
SummerSlam.
not that far. Yeah, probably SummerSlam.
Okay.
I would think that would
okay.
be set up for SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Okay. Not WrestleMania worthy. You don't think?
Jacob
I
would
don't
need
think they
a
can
better
take it that
opponent.
far. I don't think it's that it doesn't have that much leg to it.
Jacob would need a better opponent for WrestleMania, not Solo. I think
I don't think Jacob need
with
a
like
better opponent for
Bronson
WrestleMania.
Reed or Jacob with Braun Breaker. Like Jacob Braun Breaker would be excellent for WrestleMania. I think
Jacob
so.
don't need a better opponent
They've
for
been
WrestleMania.
showing them
Jacob will
off
need a
year by
longer
year
time
just
for a
the
match
face-offs.
with anybody.
I feel like that's gonna be our WrestleMania moment.
What happened to Solo? Why he stopped doing the spinning solo too? Have you noticed that?
Yeah, that's
That was
weird.
that was a
That's
good
true.
move.
He did
That was a
Well,
nice move.
it's a setup move now.
Oh, they should have made that They should have kept that as his finisher, dude.
How awesome was that moment with Jacob turning on Solo?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
I
hate you, Solo.
That was really good.
Peak.
They
I
showed
watched
you.
the reaction video from Zilla when they watched it, and as soon as he said "I hate you, Solo," they looked at Zilla and he yelled it also. I said he's sticking by Jacob. He don't give a
can't-
damn family or no
I can't
family.
wait.
He with
That's his
Jacob
man,
all the
Sweetie
way.
Grand.
Zilla comes in,
We
bro.
knew that was going to happen though. Eventually.
I can't wait till Zilla comes in, bro.
Yeah.
Zilla's gonna be dope.
Do you think the bloodline or the Samoan family, they're the what you call that? They get in by favoritism.
You still have to have the talent.
Do you feel like the wrestlers feel this type of way about that? Because
Not
it's like
all.
you're bringing in all his cousins.
Not
You,
all.
you still have to have the talent to get in, but yes,
Exactly, not all
there
of
is some
them.
favoritism.
I feel like it's a select
okay.
few,
The Rock's their cousin. They're good.
but they only
Okay,
pick
look,
a
I'm
select few.
about to say that part right there. I'm about to say you got to have talent.
Oh,
You got to be somewhat kind of real good, as you know the previous ones before you. But now the Rock is there. I feel like if they just get a right call and be like, "Hey, cuzzo, let me come up there and try out," they go in NXT real quick. They're gonna be on the main roster within
Right.
2 months.
Like P Nasty from LFG, she's not related to anybody, but she's got the fucking talent.
She does.
Mm.
It's female Jacob Fatu right there.
She is ready. I would have brought her up to NXT
Real quick.
ASAP.
Real quick.
Hey, she can go
Got it.
from NXT to Nia Jax's real tag team partner, and they could destroy the women's tag team division for
You
real.
know, and the guys, LFG, that Shiloh dude,
Yeah.
that dude too. Even though he ain't got one tooth on the fucking in the front, dude is a star, bro. I already see it, bro.
You know who's not
Bro,
good?
he's a funny man on TikTok.
He, dude, that guy got personality for real.
You know who I don't like that, and everybody loves him? Joe Hendry.
I can
can see why
understand
you don't
why.
like
I
him.
understand why.
Bro, he's.
I can see why you don't
his
like him.
selling, his super, his gimmick is cringe.
I
gotta-
understand
You
you.
gotta respect
I'm
it.
just-
It went to WrestleMania. You gotta respect it
All
now.
he
It
did
went
was
to
spin around
WrestleMania.
and looked at the face cam and got RKO'd. That's all. That's
mean-
pretty much all he did.
I mean, RKO literally respected him doing it. He gives respect to that.
You like Joe Hendry?
Like,
You like him?
He's cool.
You like him?
He's cool. He's cool. I'm not
Do you think he deserves that push?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's won people over with his gimmick. Is he a great wrestler? No, but he's won people over with a gimmick.
Another Cena. Let's go.
Yeah, basically.
He's another Cena.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
You watch TNA, right?
A little bit.
You like AJ Francis?
Oh God, no.
AJ Francis.
That's
Flop
the same
dollar.
question he's asking us, pretty
Flop
much.
dollar.
Flop dollar.
That's flop dollar.
He's not bad. He's not bad.
Why?
He's not good. He's not good. He's not bad. I mean, he wrestles better than.
The guy's
Joe
pretty
Hendry.
good now, but like,
Yeah, I mean, but he's not bad though. He's better than Joe Hendry. I'll tell you that.
it's my same answer with Joe Hendry, basically.
But in reverse.
In reverse, yeah. That's the same answer, basically, I'm giving you for Joe Hendry. It's like, he's good. He's not good in wrestling, but he's good in gimmicks. Like, his gimmick was overpowering.
Just like your boy LA Knight, which is the Rock and Stone Cold combined.
So Dominick Mysterio took on Octagon Jr. We'll get to the reason why in a little bit, but
I
it was
love this
an
story.
okay match. Nothing special.
It wasn't special,
Nothing
but I
special.
liked how it came about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was okay.
Becky Lynch and Lana Valkyria.
Becky Lynch getting on my nerves.
Their match at Backlash was better, and it was the same finish in reverse.
It's in reverse for real.
Yeah, same finish in reverse.
We're
So-
getting so many similar reverse finishes.
But
This is crazy.
the story was to the whole hand raising thing. That's why
Yeah.
they did the same finish in reverse. So, yeah.
Sell that pitch.
Becky Lynch, the female Rock.
What?
She literally does the rock bottom.
What?
Female Hogan?
No. That's Mercedes Hogan.
No,
Sir.
that's
That's
Cena.
the other
That's
force
female
Yeah,
woman.
Cena.
woman.
Mercedes.
No, we moved her to female Cena.
Did we?
Yeah, we moved her to female Cena.
Ah,
Female Super Cena.
Who?
Mercedes.
Yeah, you're right. She's
Oh,
Super
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
because
Super
somebody
Cena, she's
else is
winning her.
female Hogan. We have her listed
Oh, yeah.
later in the show.
Yeah.
If she cries enough, she'll turn into Mercedes.
Yeah.
All she does is cry for the titles.
Oh, we do have female Hogan.
Now-
Which is not Becky. It's not Mercedes. We're
Naomi
getting
won
there.
the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. And Alex, you hit me to this because I didn't see the after show, but apparently
I'm so
Big E
proud.
broke Naomi
Yeah.
in the post show, and she came out a gimmick.
She
Look at
did.
that. Look at that.
She did.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that. The devil's kiss
I'm
on the
about to say-
ladder. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ! Woo!
I'm about to say,
Every
Big
setup was
E.
great with that.
I'm about to say, Big E made her break character because as of right now, Big E and her are the only two African Americans that ever won the Money in the Bank. And she broke character so hard, but when that crowd started cheering saying you deserve it, oh, she snapped back into character immediately. I said, yo, this gimmick she got to her being crazy and evil, bruh, she can snap back into it whenever she needs to. She is a star outside of WWE when she leaves.
She's a good actress.
We all also predicted that Naomi deserves this.
Yeah, she does.
Not just she's gonna win it. She just deserves this.
Now here's the thing. I didn't think she was a good choice for a winner. I think
thought was
Roxanne
gonna
should have won.
Why?
Roxanne?
I think the Roxanne Liv Morgan angle is a better story.
It is. I wouldn't put it on there.
However, now that Naomi did win, I see the reason why, because in the future, once Naomi wins, her putting Jade over is a bigger deal. So I'm fine with it. I don't like it now, but down the road it will be a better story.
Jade got pushed too fast.
Yes.
Yeah, when she came.
Yeah, she's making too many mistakes in the ring. She needs to.
Why she got pushed too fast?
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
that's why.
So Jade
That's
winning,
why she got pushed too fast.
her winning it now does nothing for me, but down the road, okay, cool.
You know what's funny? What's funny? I don't feel like Jade was pushed too fast because if she was, then that means Nia Jax was pushed way too fast even earlier. Because
Actually,
remember how she was just hurting everybody left and right, and they was like, "Oh, she's good." No, she's hurting everybody on the roster. She's going down the line.
She was, because
Yeah,
look
she
at her
was,
now.
yeah.
Nia Jax now she's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She was right behind.
like
you.
at least with Jade, at least with Jade getting pushed, Jade had Bianca there and Naomi there and other people around her, so she didn't have to do a lot of wrestling. So she was getting pushed because of how she looks. But Nia
about to say
came
that.
in, they pushed her as just part of the family, and she was out here just hurting people. Like she was like, "I know it's wrestling, but I'm gonna break your face. I just want you to know that."
when she broke out Charlotte, when she punched Charlotte and Becky in the face.
Yeah.
Even though
was
Charlotte
real.
Yo, do you think Naomi got that idea from the Owen Hart caution
I think she did.
that's
I
what I've been
believe she
thinking,
did.
too.
I was thinking
I think
that.
she
That's what I've
mentioned
been
it when she
thinking.
did the first time.
Okay. I was like, that's a throwback. It's like a throwback.
That is a
right there.
throwback.
Like, yeah. Anybody that knows the
I
attitude.
love that she switched to like the alternative music,
Yeah.
or the rock,
Yeah.
metal music. I loved it.
Now, speaking of this Devil's Kiss on the ladder,
Yes.
if we go back earlier in the day to Worlds Collide,
God!
My goodness.
there was the double Devil's Kiss featuring Lola Vice.
Yes. Wait, you got it here?
And I'm very, very upset. Did I not put it in? Oh, there we go.
There it is.
There we go.
There we
I'm
go.
very, very upset that Booker T was not brought in as guest commentator, because he would have had an aneurysm, a stroke, and ejaculated on himself all at the same time.
Dude, I wanted to see Booker T on commentary so bad that he would have done it in Spanish.
Oh, man.
Oh my God,
I see.
bruh. Yo, look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. You gotta go to Twitter and you type in this match. There is another camera angle from the other side.
Yeah,
and
I saw it.
Man,
Triple H was,
I was like, whoever bought tickets that night on that side was like, you know what? These were the best tickets I bought in my lifetime.
You know what's crazy about this move, right? You know how like we do a finisher, you're like, oh man, I think it looks so devastating. I think people just like that move.
That's all. You're right.
Cause
They
it
didn't need
was
a lot.
such-
We all like this move
Cause
for
it
one
was-
reason. We don't like it hurt. It don't like it
Like
do
it
any
hurts at
damage.
all.
But I'm gonna cheer it on anyway, as long as I see
You're
it
like,
get started.
yes.
That shit look like it hurt your knees.
And considering that's Lola Vice's first time probably doing the move, I think she did it better.
Yo, yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
First of all,
I think so.
First of all, that's Lola Vice's first time doing a move
Yeah.
in a wrestling. But I think outside of it, she's done that move many times.
And I'm sure many men have fallen victim to it.
I'd like to be
I'm trying
next,
to be
please.
next. Okay,
I'd like to be next, please. You know, next.
I'm trying to keep her undefeated
I'm gonna raise
streak
my hand.
alive, but I want to be next.
I can't say that.
All right,
Yeah.
I gotta stay in my lane.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
Kelvin said, sensational.
Sensational.
Sensational. But do you
that's
think,
that
real
guy.
quick, I got a question.
Yes.
I got a question.
What's up?
Do you think, right, Rhea Ripley, do you think when she doesn't have the title, she gets pushed back to a mid-carder?
No.
No.
Do you think right now they don't really know what to do with her? Because she don't have the title? Because she always got the fucking title until Becky, Super Becky came back and like there's other people, whatever. So like, do you feel like when they have the title, you think like Rhea, they're just kind of like,
I think
just
she's,
go out there and do something.
She's kind of in the Roman Reigns position where she's bigger than the title.
Yeah.
She doesn't need to have it.
Okay.
So whoever she works with is just as important, then becomes just as important as her.
So she could
Okay.
easily
She's
like
helping the younger
move,
talent.
Yeah.
put anybody over if they made a match
Yeah.
like a main event match for her,
It's-
like for anybody.
Yeah.
Like
Hmm.
Roxanne Perez could be in that category, to get pushed up.
Right.
And if it's against Rhea Ripley, that's the biggest thing.
As long as it's not Zoe Stark,
Oh,
who's hurt.
yeah.
We don't talk about people that knees are weaker than Edge's neck.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
Cannon.
Shots fired.
But to open Worlds Collide, the Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio, he came out. He talked to the crowd and
He's still injured,
hyped up the night.
Exactly.
And the opening
better.
match was the 6-man tag, and that's how we got the Intercontinental Championship match, Octagon Jr. and Dominic. Because after the match, Dominic started talking shit, and
He got ringside
and
and talked shit.
un gringa was there too.
Yeah.
Un gringa sucia.
La Güera,
Yeah.
La Güera with him.
But yo, I have a feeling Mr. Iguana, he's over big.
He's the biggest pop of the night. of
He's
that.
over big.
You heard that they might promote him more, like
Yeah.
in WWE now.
Yeah, Mr. Iguana was big.
He was big, like huge. Dude, you saw that his iguana got literally like springboard or something like that? Dude, that iguana got more pop than everybody that night.
Do you guys think that Dom is going to retire his father
Probably.
Probably.
for his
I would
retirement
like
match?
for him to.
It
I
only
I would
makes
like them
sense.
to because
It
I
would
can't see
make
nobody else
sense.
doing it.
Yeah, I don't see nobody else doing it either.
It would make sense.
Yeah.
I don't see Alberto Patron doing it. I don't see
Who is that guy you speaking about?
Yeah, exactly. That other guy from AAA that we don't know.
Dom is such a good heel.
He's become one of the greatest.
Yeah.
Like he's such a good heel, and like his wrestling, even though he got pushed super duper fast, because let's be serious, let's keep it real.
Yeah.
Let's keep
Yeah,
it
he
real.
did.
Rey
He did.
Mysterio's his father, favoritism. But he got who he got underneath his wing, Finn Balor. He had the Judgment Day, so you could tell they were looking out for him and stuff. But when you watch Dominic's matches, you'd be like, bro,
Body language. The body language is there.
like you're like,
I'm about to say
a natural gift,
because
like-
this
Natural
Dominic
born
right here, the Dominic right here from tag teaming with his dad Dominic are two different DLC.
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, because babyface Dom was, you just like, you did not care. It was like, whatever.
But let's see what happens when he takes those, because he's doing the Eddie Guerrero back in the Attitude Era type of thing right now. He did with China. Like I see what they're trying to do with him, even the way he has like the WCW Eddie Guerrero look and stuff like that. But let's see what happens with Dom when he has nobody like Finn. He don't got the Judgment Day gimmick. He ain't got the girl gimmick. Let's see if he can carry it by himself. That's the real test.
Yeah.
I can't wait
I
for
agree.
that.
I can't wait for that.
I
Like,
agree.
don't put nobody on him. Just let him just do him.
But you gotta let him marinate before doing that. You gotta let him marinate. Let
He's
him,
been
let him
doing it
go
for a
on the
little
ropes. He's
while
been
now.
doing well. He's been doing awesome.
Hey, dog.
Like
Hey, Dar. Hey, Dar, if you look, you know what we gotta do, right? He got to get injured like Eddie did, and then come back and be Jack out of no reason.
Oh.
Yeah, Dom, he's
Yo.
looking kind of frail.
Yeah.
He need to lift some more weights too.
Yeah, give him some time off. Let him get on the anabolics. Yeah.
Yo. This man's gonna be jacked. He's gonna have a deeper voice.
But Dom, future Hall of Famer.
The main event, Vikingo versus Chad Gable.
Kurt Angle Part 2.
Yeah, minus the perks.
Minus the perks.
He must run
Hey, I
on.
don't
but-
know.
Perks is coffee.
I don't know.
I was gonna
Hey,
say
look,
he
I don't
must-
know.
he must
Look,
run
I
on
don't know the
Dunkin.
move that he was taking and much wrestling he did, but then 72 hours, them perks might be in his body.
He must run on Dunkin' because if he's not doing perks, it's got to be something close.
Yeah.
He had a coffee company named Perks, and he was like, "I'm taking those." But that's what he did.
This
This match right here
Some
alone
good coffee.
was
Then.
just, this match right here alone was a WWE 2K creator match with no time limit and
was
infinite special and finisher moves the whole night, and I was okay with all of
It
it.
was great.
Yeah.
It was a good night.
You can hit the button again too.
Yeah.
No. The button.
Look, also I ain't gonna hold you, Darv. I don't think you noticed this. Jake, I don't think you noticed it. That bottom picture, you see everybody cheering.
Yep.
If you zoom in, you see a black man in that ring that don't belong there.
Oh, that's what's his name from NXT?
Javon Evans.
Yeah, Javon Evans.
He was in the match.
Yo, I saw him. I said, first of all, why are you in the ring? Where'd you come from?
He's honorary, man. He's representing.
Honorary Mexican.
I do for my people. The red, the white, and the green.
He's an
Wait, you're
honorary.
Mexican? Yeah, on my mother's father's side.
Oh, he's honorary Mexican, the bouncy one. Yeah, the bouncy one.
Oh man. But that,
But
like,
this was
bouncy.
I ain't gonna lie, this was a cool pay per view for a YouTube pay per view. This was actually pretty dope.
awesome.
yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Great. I wish it was an actual pay per view. Like, you know?
Yeah, and
They
the,
put
you know the headlining guy used to work for AEW about 2 months ago.
Yeah, right?
Hey, look, I ain't gonna hold you. If we could have a pay per view like this for them on YouTube and it be live, why can't we have a full King of the Ring like this also? I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
A
We can.
full King of the Ring, Women's Evolution 2, any of the other pay per views that we've been wanting, why can't they just do a YouTube or live version of it?
Word.
That would be nice.
Word. So Monday Night Raw, the opening segments with one Juan Cena and Phillip Brooks.
Oh, we was talking about this.
Kind of dry. And for the
from
fact
Cena's side, it was dry.
for the fact
Cena
that this
was
is
dry.
your headlining match for Night of Champions, and you're dragging Phil Brooks against his morals into Saudi Arabia. Kind of dry.
That's why. That's why, bro. You got to run wrestling the right way. I'm gonna drag you where you don't want to be at, bitch.
Other than the fact that CM Punk's opening lines were from the pipe bomb, kind of dry.
CM Punk, the sellout.
Hey, man. CM Punk came here to make money, not friends. He came here to make money and not friends, and I don't blame him.
Saudi Arabia because of the blood money.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Because the blood money. Yeah, you're going over there now to fight Cena, right?
Pipe bomb.
Hey.
You'll see what
Hey.
happens.
Pipe bomb.
Hey, look.
John Cena,
Hey, look.
ultimate heel work.
How about
Ultimate heel work. He said,
How about that?
yeah.
Look, I was gonna say, as long as you feel Brooks, you go where you feel you want to that. But I'm gonna tell you right now, me being a original Phil Brooks, I'm going where the money's at.
CM Punk, stop talking out of emotion. And eat your words.
I know. I'm about to say he need to, because John Cena ain't talking out of shit right now.
Now, I know they're having Evolution too, but who asked for Nikki Bella and her upper frontal protuberances?
That's what I've been asking
whose
the
man's
whole
is this?
night last night when I saw Nikki Bella. Who asked for you?
Whose man's is this?
Whose
know.
woman's is this?
Whose woman's is this?
Whose
Now-
woman's
now-
is this?
now-
It's
now-
not John's.
Now, if Liv
not
Morgan is going to
John's.
whoop that ass, cool, but who asked?
Cena was here, so you gotta pop up. Y'all don't go together anymore.
Yeah,
You
that's
don't want
At
to.
least
The
Liv Morgan took the you don't have a
17
man
people in
stab at her.
TKO that said, you know, Nikki Bella's still on the contract. We got to use her for the moment.
She's a former Hall of Famer or whatever,
Actually,
right?
she's not.
Nah.
What?
Actually, the Bellas aren't under contract because that's why for a while
the
they
contract,
weren't
yeah.
allowed to call themselves the Bellas. They had to call themselves the Garcias to start their podcast.
But why was she here to introduce or to tell us about Women's Evolution?
I don't know. It's like
It's like the wrong
and
woman.
I had this epiphany last night while I was watching this. So, remember John Laurinaitis, their former stepfather? So,
Yep.
once upon a time, when John
Not long
Laurinaitis
ago.
was the head of talent relations and working under Vincent Kennedy McMahon, I have this theory that when he was, picking talent out of lingerie catalogs and allegedly diddling the talent under the guidance of Vince McMahon, I'm pretty sure he diddled the Bellas, and then Vince diddled the Bellas to get them to the top of the card,
Keep it up. I'm a nigga.
and then the whole lawsuit happened, and we found out that Laurinaitis was diddling women together with Vince in the office, but then Laurinaitis turned on Vince, saying he was the victim and being diddled himself.
What up, G?
But meanwhile, Laurinaitis is married to the Bella's mother.
my bad, guys.
So
Excuse me while I whip this out.
what the hell was happening in that house?
The way you explain this sounds like a Bang Bros episode.
Yes, exactly.
Fucking Pornhub.
He diddled the daughters and the mom,
X videos.
allegedly.
Where's that beat in the beginning? Dun, dun, tss.
I'm just assuming he diddled the Bellas to get them hired. I'm just assuming. I have no proof.
Hey, look,
I have no proof.
I've never been so
Allegedly.
happy to see that before.
Baby oil included.
I'm about to say, look, I'm gonna tell you right
Possibly.
now, seeing John Cena and Nikki Bella on Raw is like listening to the Carter Six. It didn't need to be here.
God
Nobody
damn,
asked
that's
for
crazy.
it.
That was cold.
Yo,
just
I'm
came
not
out.
against the Carter 6. The Carter 6 was all right.
That
It
was
wasn't
cold.
great. It was all
I
right.
heard it was trash.
It was all right.
I heard it was trash too. I heard it was trash.
One video game beat.
The
was
last
pretty
Little
good.
Wayne album I heard was Carter 3, and that was fire.
Carter 6 is all right. It was all right.
I heard it was buns.
The
Bruh,
shit.
first of all, one.
The one
First of all, one.
with
I can
2
tell you the
Chainz,
Carter
that
Six is
was
trash.
garbage.
I can tell you the Carter Six is trash. So, in fact, I hit the play
The
button
hottest song was with Big
and
Sean.
let it play. I hit the play button, let it play the Carter Six. When I realized I was still listening to it, it had started over. Not one song caught my ear from me.
No, I like Let It Fly. I like
Sharks was
Mona
good.
Lisa. I like
Sharks was good.
Whatever that video game beat was.
The one with Big Sean. What song was that?
I forgot.
It had like the Donkey Kong.
Big Sean was
thing.
featured on it.
I forgot.
That one was.
I don't know.
pretty
I'm gonna have to re-listen to it again. But bro, I kid you
It
not,
was
I
bad.
had it playing on my
It was
TV.
bad.
I was in my bathroom cleaning up, and my TV's right there, and I'm in there just cleaning. I came out. I was like, damn, the first song is long as hell. I
Oh, wait,
looked
no,
and had
I'm
played
sorry.
the whole
thinking of
entire
Carter
album.
5.
I said,
I'm
what the
sorry.
fuck?
You're right. Carter 6. I'm sorry. I digress. Carter 6 is trash. I'm thinking Carter 5.
Okay.
I'm thinking Carter 5.
When
I'm
you said
thinking
all
Carter
right, I
5.
was like, we listen to
the
the same
last
album
one.
or like?
I'm sorry, I'm thinking of Carter 5.
Carter 6 is, yeah.
I've already forgotten what's on the Carter
6.
6.
Carter 6 was
You're
Cheeks.
right. I've already forgotten what's on the Carter 6.
Carter
yes.
6 is the
Cheeks.
Bullet. What is it? What was the
Cheeks.
What was that 50 Cent album? Bullet, whatever.
Bulletproof?
Massacre.
Oh, the Massacre?
The Massacre, yeah.
Whoa,
Is the Massacre
time
equivalent?
out.
Oh, the Massacre was
Time out.
Massacre was bad.
Massacre
Time
was
out.
really
Yeah,
bad.
Time out.
Yeah, it was.
Really
Car-
bad.
It was.
The
Really
Carter,
It was
Six-
not
the Carter
worse
6
than
album
Before I
is what Vince
Self-Destruct.
makes you listen to
Before
while he
I
takes his pants off.
Self-Destruct was garbage. and bulletproof.
That's what I'm saying.
Those were garbage.
They were garbage.
True. I mean,
The
the
Massacre was all right.
It had a couple of hits on there. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie about that. But Give Rich Die Trying, the best one. But we're not talking about that. But Massacre. Curtis. Was there an album named Curtis?
Yes.
Yes.
Curtis was better than Before I Self-Destruct, in my opinion.
First of all, every album that we're naming is better than any of the Bellas in the ring.
Okay,
That's a fact.
Getting back to
the main event, Gunther, Walter, his Christian name. His Christian name. Walter, his Christian name. He defeated Jay Uso.
He's a Christian dude.
I prefer Walter, his Christian name.
Walter.
Walter. That's like
I prefer.
He sounds like a video
Gunther.
game character.
My goodness.
He's
No
now
offense.
he's now champion again. So he's back on his streak of being champion for like 80% of his main roster run.
This is gonna be a better run than last
No
time
offense.
because this last run was cheeks.
Look,
not
no
really.
offense.
He
Look,
just
No,
didn't really have
Gunther's
a lot-
last run wasn't that Cheeks.
He didn't have a lot
I'm
of
about to say,
opponents,
look.
but
Yeah.
I'm about to say, look, no offense. I didn't want Gunther to win this because now that he won this, the only other opponent that he has to face to help him lose that would be Goldberg on his retirement match, and I didn't want to see that.
Jay's not ready to be a world champion.
I've heard that he was going for Goldberg. Is this true?
I mean,
Goldberg won his last retirement match, and ever since Gunther and him had that little fiasco of words, I was like, they setting this up somewhere down the line, title or non-title. Goldberg is going to beat
Isn't
this man,
Goldberg in a nursing home
and
right now?
I don't want it to
I
because
don't
it's
wanna
going to diminish him altogether as a character.
Yeah, that's going to hurt his
SummerSlam and
career.
it's him and
No,
Goldberg.
Goldberg's in a fucking nursing home right now. Why are you wrestling, dude?
I didn't even
Because he
care
won
when
his
was
final
wrestling.
match, so he can fully retire, and his son can take over.
his son needs to stay in school.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please stay in school. Don't
Do
be
some
like your dad.
independent.
Don't do drugs. Drugs are bad.
Do the independent scene a little bit.
Do movies or
The
something.
movies are like something, yeah. But Jay, I'm sorry. I know you guys are Jay fans, but Jay, yes, he's twiddling his fingers right now. he don't like what I'm about to say.
This is twiddling my
I
fingers.
like Jay. I like Jay, but Jay, world champion.
It was a bit much. I'll give you that. It was a bit much.
You know what's funny?
don't know.
I can't agree with you. I can't agree with you, and I'm
He's
cool
not
with
ready.
Jay.
He's
I'm not a
not-
fan of him. I
he's
can't
not
agree
ready.
with you
He's not
because
ready.
that's true. Then Shawn Michaels back in the early years shouldn't have been a champion either because he wasn't ready. And look what that led him to be in.
made
A lot of
2
people
years,
shouldn't
though.
have been champion, and they still got all they
Jack
needed was
Swagger.
that one time to get gold, and then they were just good at it. Cause look at Roman. Roman was champion, and we thought that shit was ass. And then he just became the tribal
Dolph
chief,
Ziggler.
and everybody cheered this man on for 1,386 days.
Yeah.
But
You just need that
Roman-
one time to
had
win it,
Roman
to
had to
get
turn
good.
Roman had to turn into heel to do that though.
Yeah, but Jay
And
had to
face.
go through the BS of Roman's BS that whole time and become his side bitch for a minute before he could even get a chance to be
Right
singles.
hand, man.
Yeah.
Do y'all feel like Jay's ready? Be honest.
I feel like Jay's ready, not Jimmy. I feel like Jay's
Jimmy
more ready
needs
than
Everybody
work.
know Jimmy. Jimmy's a side character.
Jimmy still needs work.
Yeah, Jimmy's he's
I'm
funny
about
as
to say
hell.
Jay-
I like
Jay
But
Jay.
I
was
feel like
like-
Jimmy's year would be next year.
I like Jay as a single,
I see.
but putting a world title on him was a bit much.
Thank you.
It was
I
a
don't.
bit much.
I don't think so. To the fact, I don't think it was the fact that he had to be bullied into being Roman's right hand man, but he had to fight Roman every chance, and he always came close to beating him. And I was like, at this point right now, you might just try to put a belt on him because there's not many of y'all Samoan heavyweight champions. Just depend on him to keep the family going. You don't have to keep it on him long, and they did it.
Oh,
I'm cool with it because I ain't gonna hold you. I thought he was always gonna be a tag team wrestler with his brother. I didn't think he was gonna ever be a good single competitor. But him being Roman's right hand man, he was out here doing some shit and he was killing it for a while.
So let me ask y'all. How do you feel about Jacob if he loses the belt right now and then goes for the world title?
All the Samoan families have titles, but to answer that question,
Would that be too fast?
what like if Jacob lost it?
If he lost the belt right now that he has, and then goes for the world title.
No,
Like,
I
right
still think because
I
still think
feel
we too
like it's
fast.
kind of fast. I feel like
I don't think we
feel-
too fast. Cause look at Steen.
No, but
Kevin did it.
Okay.
Nah, but that's really going to show you the favoritism with the Rock,
Okay.
with the Rock
Then
family. It is.
I
though.
see where it's at.
I mean, that's just my opinion.
So, our truth part 2.
Oof.
Oh,
My man's
When you
cut
turn
the
into Ron
braids
Killings
off.
again.
he had the mad scientist hairline.
He cut the braids off.
Concocting an evil plan
He
right
got the
now.
Dr. Robotnik.
He cut the
Bruh,
dreads off.
this fucked me up.
Yeah.
Yo, this fucked me up because he came out there and gave that speech. He's like, I like R-Truth. I said, oh shit, what's he about to do?
man.
Because he ain't about to be R-Truth no more. And I know he ain't going to K quick. That he hated being that young and being that naive. When he pulled out them scissors, I said, he about to cut the dress off.
Hold on.
Oh,
Before we go, because when I called you, because I was watching the pay-per-view on what was that, Monday. So I called you and I was like, oh shit, R-Truth is back. And you mentioned the cigarette when he was smoking a cigarette in like 2013. When he
did that promo.
When he was on Raw and he reached down, in my head I'm like, tell me this nigga's about to smoke a cigarette again.
That would have been more iconic.
That would have been like nostalgic. Yeah, that would
Like a
be
little
cool.
cigarette and shit. Like, I'm back.
But all jokes aside, you see what that symbol. I like how R-Truth did that. You see what that symbolizes?
Rebirth.
I used to have dreadlocks.
Yeah.
When you cut your hair off,
Rebirth.
Your strength comes from your hair.
Yeah.
You become a new beginning.
Yes.
He's not R-Truth no more.
Yep.
He's Ron Killings.
Yep.
And we're going to see what he does with this.
He's NWA champion,
Yeah,
Ron Killings.
yeah.
He's TNA
My bad.
NWA champion.
Two-time.
Ron
Two-time.
Killings.
Two-time.
Going for a third
And
one.
I ain't gonna hold you. Now that he's Ron Killings, I need them to address him as TNA World Champion. I need to see that card in his name like they do everybody else that's
Yeah.
been in TNA.
They have
Yeah.
to. And I feel like that was the part of the deal. Like, he has to be mentioned.
Well, he was
more
24.
in
He was
on,
24-hour champion too. Let's not.
TNA.
48 times.
Let's not forget. Let's not forget.
Because if you imagine if Truth just goes to TNA tomorrow or something, like, or the next time they go to TNA.
You could tell Vince loved.
Or if he just goes to NXT and beats Trick Williams for the TNA title.
That true?
Well, you could tell Vince loved R-Truth because
Yeah, that was his road dog.
he should have been let go years ago.
Yeah.
Like making him TV, they were making him 24-hour champion. Oh, hey, just go say a joke, boy, and then you keep your job.
And speaking of
That's
Trick
what
Williams,
Vince did.
speaking of Trick Williams, he faced Mike Santana, Tony Fumbled, for
Another one.
the TNA World Title.
Don't be fumbling these balls, and you think that the Jaguars would be better.
I was at work.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, this was a good match, and I ain't gonna hold you. I kind of wanted Santana to just win it so he could rub it in his face.
Yeah.
But Flop Dollar
Yeah,
and
fucking
his little ass
Flop
baby
Dollar.
Flop Dollar
kneecaps
makes
from
a
Ed
return
and
to
Eddie gets on my
NXT.
goddamn nerve.
He jumps over the top.
He makes a return to
And
NXT.
fucking Flop Dollar comes out to support Trick Williams.
Everybody saw him and was like, nobody cares.
He came out and the crowd didn't even recognize who he was. They didn't even cheer. I said, you know what?
You're like,
It's
should Nice
deserved.
back?
Nice to have him
But I ain't
back.
gonna hold you. This make Trick Williams now to me look weak as hell.
Yeah, just
Yep.
a little bit. Just a little bit.
Make him look weak.
Like not even a little bit to me because he's been doing this solo dolo since Melo left, and he's never needed help. Now you got help. What happened to you, man?
He's the new Sword Strickland of NXT.
That's sad.
Hit Row Part 2.
Hit row.
This is Hit Row 2, bro.
If B-Fab shows up out of nowhere on NXT, we know where it's going.
Yeah. The other thing that happened on NXT was Mariah May, the Glamour, showed up. Meanwhile, on AEW, her bosom buddies, Mina Shirakawa and Tony Storm, took on Julia Hart and Sky Blue. And then they made out after the match.
Yeah.
You know,
That was
I'm never gonna get tired of them making out.
Me neither. Me neither.
I'm never gonna
I
get
mean,
tired of it. Matter of fact,
Nothing
Matter of
wrong
fact,
with that.
that should be most of the night.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong.
Shit.
I think it's what-
it'll probably boost AEW's ratings.
They need something to boost.
Unfortunately, it doesn't.
Wah, wah.
Unfortunately, it doesn't. But yeah, so yeah, Mariah May is now part of NXT. She left.
They didn't do a name change yet, right?
Not officially.
Not officially
No,
a name
no.
Not
change
yet.
because they're calling her the Glamour. or
The
something.
Glamour. She doesn't have a name yet.
All right.
You know, it's funny. I kind of don't want them to change her name, but
They're
I know
going to.
why
They're
they would
going
have
to.
to.
They're
I
going
kind
to.
of want them to change it because it fits her in WWE too.
Although they've been saying that some people are allowed to keep their names, and some people, for some reason, are just changing their names, like Ricky Saints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's still why he changed his name. You don't want to be associated with that company. You just go ahead and drop your last name and become your stepdaddy's new last name.
Yeah. And speaking of fumbling, Tony Khan, WrestleMania Double Down.
What's with those chapped lips? Ew.
WrestleMania Double Down, as Triple H said during the promo.
Need some bliss sticks.
Yeah, right. Need some blisters.
I find it
That's
funny
nice,
that
too.
Triple H called it, "Are you ready to double down?" Because Double or Nothing for 6 years was in Las Vegas, 2019 through 2024. This current year, Double or Nothing was in Phoenix. This year, WrestleMania was in Vegas. And now next year, WrestleMania will go back to back in Vegas. And like I said during the promo, Triple H said, "Are you ready to double down?"
Wow.
Oh yeah.
So, Tony Khan has been run out of Vegas.
Pew 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 pew. Pew pew. That was a shot right there.
Damn.
That's crazy. That's crazy that Tony Khan can't even get his own weed from his own buyer.
That's
and now he's getting run out of somewhere they started off at.
That is crazy.
They can't afford to go
Okay.
back to Vegas now.
Can't.
No offense. Who the hell chose this picture of Tony Khan looking like he's ready to pucker his lips to kiss ass? I'm confused.
I found it on Google.
This is the worst picture ever.
What
He
it-
looks like he joined the Mr. Man Kiss My Ass Club.
Savage.
What is Triple H? Triple H smoking on that Tony Khan pack.
Well, that means
Yep.
for the Vegas section
Yep.
at least.
Tony's been run out of Vegas.
Yeah.
And also, Dean Ambrose, formerly Dean Ambrose, John Moxley. I've been seeing this across the internets. It says on October 26th of this year, John Moxley will have spent more time in AEW than WWE.
That's
That's
crazy.
technically
Yeah, that is crazy.
it's technically incorrect. Also, I don't want to misquote this website because I'm sure they got it from somewhere else. I don't want to misquote them, but it's technically incorrect because that is the time he spent on the main roster. You also have to count the time he spent in developmental. He spent 3 years in developmental from 2009 to 2012.
It's true.
So that's another 3 years, which is like another 1,200 days.
So it's mostly like just spotlight.
Yeah,
Or
probably,
Just TV,
yeah.
spotlight.
So, but he was
Because he moves around a lot too.
he was WWE property technically, but he was in developmental in OVW / FCW / NXT.
I'm not gonna hold you.
True.
Moxley's beginning run with the Shield and him being Dean Ambrose in WWE, fire. And he got to the end and they start making him wear this mask and this damn Bane jacket.
I like
Trash.
the Bane jump off was crazy. I was fucking
Right.
with it. I was fucking with the
Right,
Bane
I
jump
didn't-
off.
Look, I didn't like it, and then I also
I didn't like it
realized
either.
he hated the shit also.
Yeah, he did.
And I was
I know
like,
he
okay,
hated it,
me and
but I
him
was
in
fucking with
agreement. He don't like it either.
But yeah, he
But
came
when he
up
showed up
with-
at AEW, when he showed up as Moxley,
Lunatic.
them first few months, it was great. But when that, the British Beatdown Club became a thing, it's been bothering me for a while. And I'm like, I don't like this.
Yeah, he came up with the Rocky 3.
Yeah.
please don't remind me of that again.
So over the weekend, Mercedes Cena, she's won another.
Oh, God.
She won another European indie belt that nobody cares about.
Oh,
It's
God.
the EWC European Championship belt. That's the
Why
that's
does
the
she
white
keep
and pink
winning
one on the
these
bottom
belts?
left.
No wonder, no wonder her husband divorced her.
Yeah.
She's like
Hey.
annoying. She looks like she'll tell you to like. She'll point to the kitchen and be like, "Make my food," just like that or whatever. Like she seems like very. annoying.
Hey! Look! He works for WWE, right? He's also getting paid by AEW through alimony checks. City Boys up.
Oh
You up, Mike?
Yeah.
You up, King?
Oh.
Hey,
City boys
look,
up.
hey, look.
Okay.
Boys up.
Keep your head up.
Hey, look, I can't be mad at Mercedes for winning the belt. I'm just mad at these companies that are paying her to come there to win their fucking belt.
Because she's crying.
Look, for her to cry to get my
She's
belt, she had to cry
crying.
on her knees looking up. And that ain't the real crying she's going to be doing.
So
There's
last
no way in hell I'm paying her for that.
So last week, AEW, they had a 4-hour special on Wednesday. They did Dynamite and Collision in one night because of the NBA playoffs. This coming week, they're also doing a 4-hour special on Wednesday night because of the NBA playoffs. They're getting bumped on Saturday night again. Last week was Fyter Fest. This week they're calling it Summer Blockbuster. However, summer is incorrect. We are still in spring. Summer doesn't start until June 20th.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Damn. Throw away the whole person that made that.
You know what? You're waiting for it.
Wow.
Summer starts June 20th. It's currently, tomorrow will be what, June 11th. They're 9 days off.
Somebody getting fired.
It's still spring.
Damn.
It's still spring.
I'm about to
people.
tag Tony Khan in this on Twitter and let him be like, whoever made that card is fired. Go ahead, let them go.
Oh, yeah.
And I love how they keep getting bumped on Saturdays. I want to say it was sometime in April. They got bumped because Warner wanted to show. They randomly just wanted to show the Avengers on Saturday.
Hey, pal.
They don't even
just
own
blowing
the
from stupid
Avengers.
down?
They don't own the IP to the Avengers. They have to pay for it. They just randomly showed the Avengers on a Saturday night and bumped Collision.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
It was like, look, we put in some money on this shit. Y'all niggas gonna have to sit on the back burner.
Yeah, made. I think Collision came on like 3:00 that afternoon instead of during its normal time.
And I would have never known or never cared.
Yeah. Next up, I like to call this
Oh, God.
I have a black
God.
friend, so I'm not a racist picture.
Oh,
shit.
God.
The whole game.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
I'm sorry, Red Velvet,
Mom.
but you got used. You got used, Red Velvet.
I'm cool like the rest of them. Got it here.
This
That's
is
the Hogan.
This is the I have a black friend, so I'm not a racist picture.
Tessa Hogan. This is literally the Hulk Hogan.
God
the female
damn.
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Tell me it's not.
Tessa Blanchard.
Tell me it's
Tessa
not.
Blanchard.
Tell me
Look,
it's
Tessa
not.
Blanchard in this
She's like,
photo
I
is the
made a
reason why
mistake.
she goes, I
I'm
said
not
N-word. Look, I
racist.
got black friends that pull up this one
Oh,
photo
yeah,
and be
yeah,
like, see,
yeah,
this
yeah,
me and her
yeah.
right
She
here.
lies just like Hogan.
Tell me it's not. They let me say
They
it
got a
around.
chin just like Hogan.
They let me say it around
Tell me
them.
when I'm telling lies.
Damn.
Tell me.
Yo, she's cooked. So.
But this was at the CMML event over the weekend, so they were hanging out together.
She's like, please take a picture.
I really don't like that.
Please.
Tessa Blanchard is not invited to the cookout. Matter of fact, Tessa Blanchard is not invited to the city. She got to go to the redneck
we
back
coming
town
for
to go
you.
have a
Blanchard's
cookout.
not
Tessa,
even
we coming
invited.
for you, nigga. Tessa, we coming for you,
We coming
nigga.
for
Tessa,
you.
we coming for you.
We coming for you.
If she ever comes to WWE, if I don't hear nobody doing that Booker T, we coming for you for her. I swear to God, I'm done with
They're
wrestling.
already doing that.
She's like, my boyfriend's black.
Actually, her boyfriend's Mexican.
No,
Dog walk your ass.
Oh, shit.
He got 10% black in him.
Mexican
I know
say
he
it too,
do.
though.
Look at-
I know.
Yeah.
Damn,
Mexicans,
bro.
Mexicans say it too. Shout out to my Mexican homies.
So we got
La Raza.
so we got a Hogan, we got a Cena, we got a who we got? Roman too?
Do we have a female Roman?
Yeah, that's
Do
Rhea.
we?
Oh yeah.
Rhea Ripley,
Oh.
mommy. Yeah, that's female Roman.
And now,
Oh, Dark.
yeah.
Dark. Before we go any further, did you see homeboy from LFG, the one I said that was trained by Abyss?
No, I forgot to check him out.
JK, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Which one?
The dude that won LFC,
Yeah,
the black
but
dude.
oh,
He's trained by Abyss, and his whole gimmick is Abyss.
oh, really?
Yeah, he comes in with him with the black hoodie on, the chain around his
Yeah, I
neck,
remember
and around
that
his
guy.
wrist, and his whole moveset is literally Abyss moveset. He's
That
trained
does
by him.
remind me of Abyss a little bit, though.
I'm about to say,
I
after the
ain't gonna
show,
hold you.
Darth,
I
you gotta
didn't
pull
even
up the
know he
video
got
so you
trained
can
by
see
him.
it. You're gonna look as soon as you see him, you're gonna be like, yeah, I see it. That's a bit.
I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't even know he was trained by him. That kind of is coincidence.
And now, before we go home, let's go outside the ropes. Best Fast and Furious movie.
Oh God.
Lamar, this is perfect for you. There you go.
This is easy
What's
for me.
wrong for me?
Because movie.
Easy for me. You know what? This is gonna be the first time I go
We got
first.
an
The
actor
first
in
one.
there.
Fuck everything else in that goddamn
That ranked
franchise.
movies.
Now,
The
go ahead.
no.
I have two answers for two different reasons.
What's up?
One is the best because of car culture.
Yes.
The second answer is I had to do a write-in vote because Kelvin put 1, 2, 3, and 5. My write-in vote is 4 because 4 is the catalyst to the rest of the series. Although the rest of the series sucks.
Yeah.
But 4 is the reason the rest of the series exists because it ties everything in together. I think it's the best written story in the entire series.
I'm gonna tell you right now, boy. Y'all can pick what y'all want, okay? As long as I'm a Chris Benoit fan, I'm gonna stick with my number one. Fuck the rest of them other movies. I could have dealt with number one and been happy. Car culture ain't been good since that. After that first movie.
My only issue with number 2 is the dialogue is written horribly.
Yeah, 2 was good.
Yeah,
The dialogue was buns. Yeah.
Ejectocito, cuz.
2 was Tokyo Drift, right?
Ejectocito.
Tokyo Drift, we're not gonna talk about that
was
one.
the second movie.
The one with Little Bow Wow?
Oh, that's the third one.
I
Yeah,
I like the
Tokyo
car
Drift.
stuff in 3.
That's the third one, yeah.
I like the car stuff in 3. The story sucks.
Yeah. No, the whole movie sucks.
The car stuff is good. The car stuff is good.
Wait, in 3 or 2?
Hey.
3.
In Tokyo Drift?
Tokyo Drift was bad.
I ain't gonna hold you. Tokyo Drift
It was
to
alright.
me is the same consistency of movie culture of Amber Heard being in Aquaman 2.
5 is when they started fighting the Avengers and stuff. That's when
Yeah, that's when it got-
when it
Five
started
when it's
getting a
gotten
little
all over the
crazy.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
After
five
Tokyo
got
Drift,
action
these motherfuckers became superheroes, bruh,
Yeah,
with
that's what I'm
vehicles.
saying. Yo.
All they needed to do a crossover to
5 and up
Transformers,
are
and that's
action
it.
movies.
Dom was he had like godly like powers and feats he would do.
Yeah.
He'll like a building
Motherfucker
would
with
drop
Steve
on
Rogers
him.
with full arm strength,
Facts.
holding
Yo.
back vehicles and helicopters.
He would hold up
What's
like a
wrong with
whole
that?
roof and be like, "Everybody, run
He
out!"
was
I can't
he
hold
was
it.
holding the chain on the safe out the window with his arm.
Bruh, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. If family is that strong for you to do shit like that, I just start believing in my goddamn family.
Family's that strong.
The only
strength level of family is unpaired.
stunt that was wrong when 4 was at the end when he'd pop the wheelie and killed the guy with the car. That's the only stunt
that
that was
shit was
outlandish.
Yeah.
That was the only outlandish
That
stunt.
shit was
Everything
crazy.
else was like, okay, I can buy it, movie magic.
Yeah.
But the wheelie thing was the only thing that was like, okay, this is too much.
No, everything up to now, like everything, like even the recent one that came out, didn't they go to space?
Yes, they took a fucking car to space. They had a fucking car
They took
submarine.
a Ford Torino with a jetpack
right.
on it
This
into
is why I
space.
stopped
That's how y'all
watching
niggas doing
after
too much.
5.
They jumped.
Y'all doing
They
too
jumped
much.
a car
This
between two
is why I stopped
skyscrapers.
watching after 5.
They jumped a car between two bridges.
I
and then
stopped
they
watching
redid that
after
again in 10. They
Tokyo
jumped a
Drift,
car
'cause
between
that
two
dude, I was
bridges.
like, I'm done with this car culture. I don't want to no longer be here.
Wasn't there a rope attached to like the car and he like wrapped around it or something?
They jumped cars out of planes and landed them on a highway.
They jumped the car out of a
What's
building in
going on?
Dubai
Is
and
this
landed it
Fast and the
on
Furious,
another
bro?
building
Yeah,
in
they're
Dubai.
getting shot at,
The
like,
last
by
one with John
military
Cena, they
tanks.
jumped a fucking mountain with the rope of a fucking
just said
bridge
that.
wrapped around his tire,
wait.
and it swung him around. You're doing too much.
The most
You're doing too much.
egregious one in number
is going
6,
on?
the world's longest runway. They were on that runway for 20 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
That's
At
the
the
most
end of the
egregious
day,
one.
thought
these
the stairs
motherfuckers were still in.
moment from John
Wick
Look,
was
at the end of the day,
crazy.
look, at the end of the day,
Or
these
John
niggas were
Wick
still in
4.
DVD players, surround sound systems, and regular house radios that nobody even owns or want anymore to be in fucking superheroes and saving the world.
Facts.
Bullshit. I'm
What-
done with this video.
Which one was it? Which one was the one with Ronda Rousey?
That was 6 or that was 7. 7.
7 was bad.
Everything after 6 was bad.
Yeah.
Anything with Ronda Rousey is bad.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say that now.
Drop a bomb for that.
Yeah, anything with Ronda Rousey
Anyway,
is bad.
this has been another rousing episode of Ultra Heelz Wrestling Podcast.
End it like that.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, sir. Please come back when you have some spare time.
Please.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for having me. I'll definitely be back. Thank you, Steve.
I've been George
Thank
Messiah.
you for
and
coming
sir.
through.
Yo, I will be back, and I got to brush up on my Ring of Honor knowledge.
Okay.
And a little bit of my AEW, which I don't care.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I'm about to say, look, you don't need knowledge. As long as you throw jokes on Ricochet, you know your AEW
Okay,
knowledge.
so I'm
Yeah,
I'll
you're
be back, I'll be
good.
back.
You're already good.
All right, I've been Darth Messiah, and you, sir.
Alex the motherfucking Hill.
Good night, J. Kid.
Good night to all. Thank you, Lamar.
Yeah, once again, thanks for coming.
Lamar Smith, man.
We out.
And for all, a good night. Peace.
Do, 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 do.